Tonight's show of the grind is brought to you proudly by American Drag Seats, home of the integrated sissy bars and the built-in air ride systems for any motorcycle seat. Reach us at americandragseats.com. Find us on the web, or you can reach us right here on the Grind Show. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Squealing Pigs Audio, Mr. Lonnie Revels, right here in Baytown, Texas. From mild to wild, any type of custom build, any type of custom audio, he does it all. Reach out to Squealing Pigs Audio, or you can reach out to Lonnie Revels right here on Facebook. We would also like to say thank you to J&D Custom Polishing and Plating, Mr. Gary Dubois. What's up, everybody? Any type of chroming, polishing, plating, they do it all. The stripping, they do everything. This guy has done some amazing work for me personally. He's done a lot of work for a lot of builders in the country. Just reach out to Gary Dubois or J&D Custom Polishing and Plating right here on Facebook. We would also like to say thank you to our good friends over at Urban Rides Magazine. You want to talk about a kick-ass magazine in a time where there's not very many out and around, this one is the one to go to. They just put out their first hard copy magazine at Daytona in March this last month, and it's amazing. It's awesome. You can go to Urban Rides Magazine online. You can get them on Facebook, on the web. You can get them anywhere. Go to Mr. Daniel Roby, Jason Silman. These guys will take care of you. Oh, let's see. Also brought to you by Level Up Audio Towers. If you're in the desert and you want to hear some good music and you have no way to talk to everybody, you can go Level Up Audio Towers. They're self-contained, awesome units. They're self-contained. They have stereo systems, PA systems. It's all built into one. They even run themselves. So if you're looking for some type of PA system or a party system in a parking lot or just about anywhere you want to go, check out Level Up Audio Towers right here on Facebook. And Trulers. I don't care if you're sewing, if you're painting, what you're doing, if it's on a wall at your house, it's on a vehicle, it's on upholstery, it doesn't matter. Go to Trulers.com and they will keep all your lines straight. They have everything from circles to square grids. They have straight tapes. They have everything you need for professional painters, upholsterers. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you need it to be true and straight, go to Trulers.com. You can also find them right here on Facebook at Trulers Facebook. And last but not least, Earl at Hopkins Design at hopkins-design.com. Any type of multimedia, any type of websites, web hosting, graphic design, prints, I mean, even freehand artistry. This guy is amazing at. He's also the guy that's going to be doing our Grind 2021 National Build-Off documentary. You need anything done, reach out to Earl at hopkins-design.com. Now, I want to show you guys something because this thing's been in the work for a little while. My good friend Patrick Cooper at Bad Apple Graphics, as you guys know, repainted the Rockstar for me after the first year that it was out and everything. And he was gracious enough to actually paint me a cup. And if you look at this cup, you see right there, he's got his logo on it. It's painted in there, but it looks exactly like the bike. I had to show you guys this, and he put my wife on it right there. Got to figure out which way to turn it, but he did all of this, and you can see these guys are only 3 fingers tall. You can't really see inside of it, but my dad's initials are in here, right here, and then on the bottom, my stepdad, the man that raised me, this is the year that he was born, and he had a tattoo of it. People always ask me, why do I have the 46 there? Well, I have the 46 in memory of him. But anyway, I wanted to say thanks to Patrick Cooper for doing this Yeti, and this is a big Yeti, and it's just amazing. It's just awesome detail. So with that being said, I'm sure everybody is in the house. I mean, we got everybody: Gary Dubow, Uncle Bruno, Josh Brooks, Nancy Weems, Lori Boisel, Marsha, David Miller, Jeremy Valentine, Dan Zubian, uh, Pedro's up in the house tonight, Alex Toth, James Ozzie, William Cole. Everybody is in here tonight. While you guys are on here, man, take 2 seconds and press the share button. Let's get everybody here, because tonight's show is going to be a pretty kick-ass show. Let me see. Heather Barber. I got to send this message. But we've got a really special show tonight. Actually, we have a really, really special show tonight. So sometimes during my lives, man, they get kind of boring and redundant because I talk about the same thing over and over. And I'm so excited about the new 2021 National Build Off, and everything that's going to tell, the documentary with it, just everything that's going on with it. And that's what I've been focused down on. If you'd have been paying attention, you'd know that at 8:30 we're going to do it earlier tonight for a specific reason. But I've been focused on that for the last 2 or 3 months. Haven't done really any interviews. I've had Brian Barber on a couple of times, had Louis on, Josh Brooks been on, I think. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, and it's kind of funny because the people that I'm interviewing tonight, which all of you already know, we're going to interview the builders' wives. They thought about this before I did. It's just ironic that I was thinking about doing something a little different, and then they brought this to the table, and this is just perfect. I mean, you're going to get to hear an inside scoop from Lucky 7, PJ's Garage, and Sinners and Saints. You're going to get the inside scoop, but you're going to get it from the wives, not the builders themselves. Anyway, it's all good, Brian. Y'all get here when you get here. We're starting earlier simply for stuff like this. But the reason I wanted to do this is because Heather came up with this idea, if I'm not mistaken, and I figured it'd be a really good idea to get their perspective. And I'm also going to be trying to do this a couple of more times to get a couple other builders' wives in here and get a real perspective on what it's like to be in the industry, but be in the background of that industry. Because a lot of these wives and a lot of these girlfriends put up with a lot of stuff that a lot of people just don't realize. They see you at the rallies and they see you out in public and stuff like that, and it's all fun and games and everything's happening, but you don't ever really see the hardcore late nights. You don't see all of the missed vacations and all of the sacrifices that the families make so these guys can build these badass bikes. So I want to say thank you to Heather for bringing that up. But we're going to give the girls just a minute. They're trying to set up her new phone. So we'll give them just a minute. They'll get on here shortly. It's all going to be good. Thank you, Uncle Bruno, for dropping the links. Thank you, Marsha Fitzpatrick, for putting people out there and getting new viewers. Like I said, as soon as the girls get here, I'll know it. We'll put them straight on as soon as they get in the house. But while we're waiting on them, I don't want dead air. I do want to say this to the builders out there that are in the 2021 National Build Off. Please start sending in your videos. Please get with Earl. There's a Facebook group, message group that you're a part of now. The builders and the judges. Everybody reach out to Earl. Do what he asks. We're going to make a badass documentary. It just takes a group effort from everybody doing this. Let me do this. I'm going to try it this way too. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Send that over to there. And then we'll send this over to here. Just in case. That way, all 3 of them have it. There we go. Now I've sent it to all three girls. In case one person's phone doesn't work, we can use the other girls' phones. All three of them can log it in and get down with it. Um, Actually, no, my hands they're drying up a little bit, but no, they're not completely better. Yeah, I know it's gross as shit, but I think they're getting better. It's just taking a lot of time. I'll say this to you. Let me put you like this to you guys. For the last week and a half of my life, I have never understood how people can watch TV so much until the last week of my life. Not being able to work at my day job, not being able to work at home, just having to sit basically and keep my take care of my hands. I've really learned that TV is, in my opinion, the biggest waste of time. But in my position, it's actually a lifesaver because I mean I'm watching all kinds of documentaries, Netflix, watching, you know, all the car building stuff and all those things to appease my time. You know, I've been going to bed early. Holy crap. I've been in bed by 9:30 some nights, sleeping late every day. I don't think I've been up before 9 a.m., not even once. So I'm catching up on my sleep, but I'll tell you, man, it's really hard on somebody like me that stays so busy all the time to not be able to do anything and just sit around and just basically become a vegetable watching friggin' TV. Um, well, I'm patiently waiting on them to get here. I sent all three girls an invitation. It only takes one of them to get on here and go live. So, uh, anyway, thanks for asking about my hands. I have no clue why I'm yawning. There's no reason I should be freaking tired. I think I'm sleeping 12 to 14 hours a night. It's crazy. Um, but anyway, PJ Orlando. Well, Brian is helping, so you know how that goes. They are beating him up already. Definitely don't let them use Brian Barber's phone. It's probably already drunk and has no connection. Oh my God. They do look a little bit better, Nancy, and I appreciate that. They're just really dried and really peeling and cracking right now. So we'll know something by Tuesday or Wednesday. Um, Uncle Bruno, can you pop up that YouTube link for him? Michelle Rose asking about it. But yeah, it's going to get better. I'm not dying. It's really weird, lathering myself up with my hands and my feet every night. But, beyond all that, it is what it is. We're all going to be good. Technical difficulties, Katie said. Well, I sent it to all three of y'all. We will get y'all on here eventually. It's going to happen. So as soon as it happens, we'll be good. Well, I don't know why I'm yawning. I haven't done anything. Um, Sitting around. I did get all my taxes taken care of, laid out and everything. I can shuffle paperwork. Kevin is lathering. Oh my God, got to be very careful what I say around her. Oh, Michelle Rowe, when you get them t-shirts made, I need a gray, like a dark gray, extra large, and I'm gonna have a shirt. I'm gonna have to have some stickers. So you just put that care package together, hon. Um, Brian Barber's a fireball out. Okay, who is Diana Baisden? There is the YouTube link for anybody that needs to see it. It's in the comments, but Uncle Bruno just posted it up. Okay, look at that. We've got someone on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm coming. Gotta go the other direction. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be good. Are you guys ready? Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Y'all are live.
Cheers.
Okay, for all the people that do not know, start from your left and go to your right and introduce yourselves, please.
From our left. Katie, PJ's wife, PJ's garage, forever.
Chantel, Lucky 7, Louis Bailey.
Heather, Brian Barber, Sinners and Saints.
Okay, so I've actually got goose pimples. I've got goose pimples because I've sat at that bar before, and I know what happens at that bar. Y'all, how's my bed look over there on the side? Because that's my bed. That's where I sleep.
She look good. She's fresh. Ready.
I thought you were
Right
supposed to
on.
be back, so she's waiting.
I'm actually waiting on Brian, and then I will be back soon. So I was told by many people that be careful what I asked, that y'all needed a list, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to start very simple with all three of you, and you can all three answer at the same time, or you can take turns, however y'all see fit. The first thing I want to know is, how did you meet your husbands initially?
Oh,
Short story.
high
or
school
long?
sweethearts.
Aw.
Senior year of high school. PJ and I have been together since then.
Wow,
That's impressive.
senior year of high school. What about you, Chantal?
Like a movie. No, Louis and I, we used to work together. In the office. I worked in the office and he worked out in the field, and we met and we started dating, and we actually got fired for it. So, and then
Well, that means it's
Hey.
love. Y'all chose love over money.
We did.
Ryan,
We
can you turn the
really
light on?
did. We
Well, that's
really did.
awesome.
Can you grab that little thing and turn the light to that camera on because it's real dark?
You know, they say when you're doing something that makes you happy, the money will follow. I would definitely have to believe that with you two.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa, whoa,
So
we go.
how did you meet Brian, Heather?
I met him on MySpace.
whoa.
The good old MySpace. I love MySpace.
Sorry.
Okay, so
I don't know,
here's
I
a
don't-
question for all three of y'all, and I mean, and anybody can answer in any order at this point. Were y'all into motorcycles before your husbands, or did your husbands get you into
Yeah.
motorcycles?
I
was.
Nope.
So you weren't in motorcycles, Katie?
Nope. In fact, I got my license when PJ said, "Hey, I got you a class, and you're gonna get your license." And that was about 6 years ago.
You go ride today.
You're gonna learn how to ride, and I learned on a Street Glide. It was his personal bike. He
That's a
took me-
hell of a bike to learn on.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It was the full shebang, and he took me to the Brewers Stadium because we're from Milwaukee, and he took off the bags just in case. And
You're not scraping them.
nope, I'm not scraping the paint on that one. And we drove around, and he taught me. He rode my kid's little dirt bike next to me, and that's how I learned.
So PJ's on a dirt bike, little mini bike beside you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I would have loved to have seen that.
I know.
Yeah.
Pictures would have been 1,000 words right there.
Right.
Okay, so your volume is turning down a little bit. I don't know if the phone needs to be a little bit closer to you guys or what, but you're fading out just a tiny bit.
Like, do we need to get
Do we need
closer?
to lean in?
Can I
Just
hear
a
us
tiny bit. Okay,
No, talk
so
really
What
loud.
about now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. So Chantal, what about you?
Yeah.
Do you ride?
No, not confidently, because I haven't been able to ride very much. Louis does not want me to ride two wheels in Texas at all.
I
So,
agree.
I just don't even do it. I wanted to do it, and I kind of fussed about it for a long time, and I still do sometimes. But I realize it's true. People down here and the drivers down here, it's too much. It's crazy. It is. I
It's
get it.
fucking scary down here.
It is.
Just saying.
It is.
Might have just moved to Texas. It's
No
scary.
one looks. No one says insurance. It's crazy. Yeah.
What
I
about
would-
you, Heather?
Do what?
I said, what about you? Do you ride? Do you have a license? I mean, did you? Huh? Did they freeze up? Somebody move your head. Okay, there you go. It's kind of cool. You got the video going on in the background, so I can tell when you freeze up and when you don't.
Oh, should I turn it off?
No, the video is good because that lets me know when you've frozen and when you haven't. Because if the video up above you freezes, I know it's frozen.
No. To answer your question, no, I don't ride my bike in Texas.
But you do ride.
Right.
Okay,
I ride
good.
my sling now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get to the juicy part real fast. again, anybody can answer. This is not the dating game. Anybody can answer. You can shout them out, do whatever you want. What is the number one pain in your ass about being married to a builder?
Oh,
Schedules.
Late nights.
yeah, for
Schedules.
sure. Yep.
I told you we
Time.
had to be here
Yep.
at this day and this time.
Our reservation was at 6:30.
Yep.
So how many times with just throw a number out there? How many times have you saved your husband's ass because he forgot something at the shop when he
Every
had to go
day.
somewhere?
Every fucking day. Every fucking
Every
day.
day. Yeah.
Every day.
Right on. So
Yep. No one knows.
so have you ever learned to like just keep a stack of cards on you at all times?
All the time.
Oh, always.
Yeah,
They're
right
in my
here.
purse right now.
Yep, always. Yep.
That's the number one thing I forget when I go anywhere is cards. And she's always got a stack with her. That's God bless y'all for taking care of us, because we would not be as successful as we are without y'all. That's the truth. So now I know two of y'all vacation pretty regular, but how many times have you had to give up your vacation because, well, we had to go to a rally, or the rally got turned into your vacation?
That was my whole like first 10 years of my life. Not my life, but my life with Brian.
What are you
Whole
talking
first
about?
10 years. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Chantel. It's
Yeah.
Sturgis.
What are you talking about? Rallies on vacations?
Oh.
What? I spent my birthday in Cleveland every year. Every year in Cleveland for like 10 fucking years. For the
I will
goddamn
say-
Piston Power Show.
I'm lucky my birthday does not fall on
On a rally.
a rally, so I'm pretty good taking care of it that way.
It's a slingshot.
Oh shit.
We're trying to plan this shit around.
Yeah, that.
Another thing, surprises, they happen a
Oh,
lot.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, and they're nothing you want.
I
Jesus.
usually-
I'm still here. It's just it's starting to break up just a little bit, so I'm giving it a second to catch up. You can see Brian's comments. Can y'all see the comments at all?
I know.
I told Brian be here reading all the comments, but I my request.
No, he's like, I'm going to the garage.
He said, "I'm
I
going to
yelled
the
at him on my phone. With the garage.
Anyway.
Okay. So
Next question.
okay, so here's the next question. The next question for me
Josh
that
posted
I
for this interview.
Yeah, 40. We made a special stop
We
for our
did.
drinks.
We did. We were like, go big or go home.
Mhm.
Chantel went all the way.
All the way. The champagne of beer still. Which reminds me.
I feel like
it's
I'm
all
looking at a Mad Dog or an old
Right.
English 40 ounce right there.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have a commercial. break.
Commercial
Please
time.
hold.
Girls gotta pee. Girls gotta pee.
She's just gonna. Well, I know that's a wall right there.
Here's a commercial time.
Commercial time.
I don't see anybody leaving.
Katie, I need to
There's no
talk.
bathroom behind that bar.
So, in true barber style, we will be drinking shots.
Oof.
Crown
Oh,
apple
no.
is your choice.
Oof. Because we're
But
at the barbers.
because-
We have to drive home, so careful, girls.
Uber.
That's one thing. You gotta know how to drink.
Yeah. Or,
Yes.
or in
Not the
today's
best.
times, take consumables. Oh, those things are great. Never had any because of my day job, but I'd love to be able to take some based off what I see. Okay, so here's something that I really wanted to know. So when all these companies started up, I don't know the startup history of all of y'all, but were y'all there like with the startup of their companies and the paying the dues and all the struggles and shit that go along with not only starting a business, but especially starting as a custom builder?
I was there. I was there from the beginning.
I was there.
Yep, for
I've been
sure.
there.
My garage turned into a shop, and then the garage turned into a shop, like a real shop, and it just went from there.
My shop turned into a garage.
Lots
shop
of people, mine has not.
So do y'all miss parking your cars in the garage, or for those other ones, are you happy you got to park your car back in the garage now?
I
No,
never.
I do never. And I will say, living in Wisconsin with snow, not being able to park in my garage is not really.
No. I was never. I never had room.
No, there was never room.
So I'm saying, I'm sorry. Read that comment. Goddamn, Brandon. The best part of this so far is Kevin thinks he's in control. Everybody wait.
I love you.
Brandon, even I know I'm not in control of this. I'm just waiting for it to happen. I'm waiting. It's coming. I know it is.
So glad you stayed awake for me tonight.
Oh my God. So, but the one thing I do want to ask you. So, with the first time you got to see your husbands in a magazine, what was your initial, like, how did you feel when you saw that?
I was in a magazine before my husband.
Damn.
What magazine?
Easy Rider.
Okay. Which one? Do you know which one? Because I
No,
literally have
it's
one.
one, but
Nice.
What'd she
No,
say?
like 2007, 2008. I don't know, somewhere around there.
We'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Let you know.
Google that shit.
She said, Google that shit. Well, that's Brian's wife. Just Google me. This is great, man. The comments are
GTS.
awesome. Do I? Oh, I wish it wouldn't freeze up.
Is it frozen still?
No, I can hear y'all, but the screen is frozen.
Aww.
Why?
There
We're
you go.
so fun.
There it goes. There it goes. Hold on.
Do you know how to go?
What?
You know the password and everything?
Barbara Sanders.
Barbers.
Yeah, you can.
We're gonna try to upgrade our systems. Please hold.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Wait, but I
Heather and I will do it while you wait.
I can't.
We can hear y'all fine. It's just the screen.
I think you just drop it from the top and then hit Wi-Fi. Hit
The blue button.
the blue one. Yeah.
Right.
What does it
Disconnect.
say?
Oh, you have questions. Hold, please.
I don't think this
You
is
can
gonna
still
work.
ask us questions.
This is not gonna work. So
Oh no, it can't. No.
can they see
Well,
us?
we're still here. Do you see us?
We can't do it because I have to.
I can still see you and I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, here, we're a little
Okay.
bit.
Well, I don't know. Anyways,
Sorry, y'all.
Hold.
Brandon, what are you saying? Not on your end. What's not on your end? Can you not hear us?
They can hear us.
How do you
No,
go back?
I think Brandon's saying that y'all are
Look,
fine
the
on his
Discovery
end.
Channel is calling us.
Whatever.
No,
My
Let me
phone
guess who
is-
that is.
What? You have to get out or.
I know, our phone won't
Slow it
stop
down.
ringing. We're getting all these hits. Jesus Christ. What's going on?
I was trying to listen to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, right. Which is what I did, but you have to. I know you have to get out, but I don't
DJ
know.
says we're boring.
Wait, if I listen to please stick her, I'll just slap it on Heather's head. Then we won't be worried. Barber. What's the password?
Barbers 6.
Any.
Barbers with an S and then a number 6.
Oh my god. We're ruining the grind.
We are.
We're ruining it.
Hey, believe you me, you're not ruining anything. Y'all are
Wait a
good.
minute. How does this work again? What did you do?
I don't know. I hit the button.
Well, you're on. Well, you were on. There's one and there's one. Why is she on here twice? Hold on, everybody. They're coming back. Don't worry. Now you see them, now you don't. That's true. Yeah, right. Come on, ladies. Where'd y'all go? All right, I'm gonna kick them both out and then wait for them to come back in. Give them just a minute. They'll be back. So yeah, guys. So if there is a question you want me to ask them, all you got to do is just put it in here. Yes, there is a YouTube video on how to do this. Probably, Ryan. No, it's I don't know what it is. But I will say this, that there's a lot of, if you want to ask a question, all you got to do is leave a comment of the question you want to ask, and I will get them to answer the questions as long as they're not distasteful. They got Brian Barbered. They broke the shut out of it. I don't know who Tanya Dobos is, but I love her comments. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I love the comments. Keep them coming. Yeah, right. Eat right. Oh crap. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, I don't know if I want to ask that question. Nope, they ain't putting no guys on here tonight. This is about the women. We got to keep the women in here. I sent all 3 women an invitation on Facebook as I normally do. One of the 3 will come back on, and I'll have all 3 of them back on in just a minute. We will be trying to get Lisa from Curly's on here, and we are going to try really hard to get Miss Stacy on here in a couple of weeks. Guarantee you guys would love to hear me interview my own wife. He said, "Where are they?" I don't know where they're at. They're there. I know. I mean, I know they're in the bar because they have a bar at their house. But they'll be back in just a minute, man. They'll be back in just a minute. Where's my women, Kevin? Oh no. Where my woman is in the house, and I'm probably sure she's probably watching, even if it's just a little bit. Yes, Dan, definitely get Janice on here. That would be fun. They're playing hide and seek. Should have had them at my house. Shit, I don't think they would have driven that far. But yeah, I mean, let's see. Oh man. So I'm trying. Oh, there we go. There, I hear her. I hear her. Hold on, let me find you over here. There you go. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Oh wow, I can even see y'all better.
We had to readjust our lighting.
So, it all looks good. Y'all look great. Is that a 40 sitting in front of Chantal? So Josh Brooks said he wanted to see you. Holy shit. Down it. I would not do that, by the way.
Like that.
Yeah.
So I do have another question, because y'all have probably seen more motorcycle rallies than any one human being. Which is y'all's favorite rally to go to?
Mine is Myrtle Beach.
I like Myrtle Beach.
It's pretty laid back, so I really enjoy it.
I like Sturgis. I do
Sturgis is
love
fun.
Sturgis.
I like
love
Sturgis.
the Black Hills. I love the riding. It's awesome.
We like Sturgis. We like partying at Sturgis, but fun. It's like a nice getaway from the family time, you know.
So what do y'all think about Galveston?
I like Galveston.
too.
It's close. I love it.
It'll be
It
fun.
is close. Yeah, I'll say Galveston being in my backyard is probably my favorite rally to go to. But I gotta agree with y'all. Sturgis is awesome, especially when you have a bike that runs the entire way.
Yeah, when it's at home, it's fun.
Okay, so now I have some hard questions to ask.
Ah.
And if anybody feels like they don't want to answer a question, just say pass or shut the hell up or whatever you want to say. It's all good. We don't have any corporate sponsors to tell us we can't say that, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. Okay.
This one's
So-
not on my pre-approved list.
Exactly. So if it's not on your pre-approved list, Katie, then just pass me up. Do whatever you got to do. But I do want to ask some questions because y'all know I'm a part-time builder, full-time seat guy. I have a full-time day job, and I'm married. I've been with my wife for 13 years. Have you ever literally considered, man, what the hell am I doing with this guy? Because this shit's not for me.
No,
Never.
So that's just my wife. My wife told me one time, she goes, if we ever got divorced, I would never date a guy that had anything to do with motorcycles again. Not happening. You're my one chance. Well, that's good to know.
I love the adventure. PJ and I have done a lot of things in our lifetime. We've been together for 21 years this year, and we've done so much stuff, and it's awesome. And I wouldn't give any of it back.
Y'all don't look old enough to have been together for 21 years.
Thank you. It's my birthday next weekend, but you know.
Well, no, seriously. I mean, you think about that, you're like, wow, holy 21 years together. That's good.
Yeah.
Here's to y'all. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Heather, directly for you. When it came time for y'all to make the big transition from Ohio to Texas, knowing what you, of course, knowing about motorcycles, the shop life, and all the things that go into it, it's got its good sides, got its bad sides. What did you feel like when he told you he wanted to do what he was doing by shutting the shop down and coming to Houston?
It was my idea.
It was your idea? Was it really your idea?
It's my idea.
Okay.
You know, many years we would go through Brian having spells where he was like, you know, I'm done, I want to be done with this shit. And I would just be like, no, put your fucking boots on and go back to the shop. And finally it got to the point to where I said, shut the fucking shop down, I'm done. And it took a couple months. It took probably 3 or 4 months of me talking and a few of our close friends, Brandon, talking and saying, look, this isn't where we want to be right now. Shop's not where we want to be. We ain't where we want to be. So it took a lot of influence to get him that way. But yeah, it wasn't his decision. It was mine.
Well, because I'll say this, because there for a while there were so many rumors flying around about why he shut the shop down. You, of course, knew the real reason. I knew the real
I
reason.
know the reason because I was there.
Right. So when people, they think because you shut a shop down and go in a different direction that you're a failure for some reason.
No,
And
that's
it's
Brian's thing. Brian never ever wanted to do anything with the shop and shut it down. His biggest deal was if I shut the shop down, people are going to think I'm a failure. And I'm like, for one, who gives a fuck what people think? I don't give a fuck what people think. Those people aren't paying our bills. Those people aren't taking care of our kids. Those people aren't living our lives. We are. So we need to look at what's making our family happy and what we're doing daily. And I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I don't care what the hell we're flowing and what the hell people are saying. I don't even care.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about that is that's one thing I will say about you and Brian. Since the day I've met y'all, you can tell that the term ride or die is real. It's a real term with y'all. And I'd have to say that about all three of y'all. Katie, I'm sorry. I don't know you as well as I know the other two.
You
Uh,
will.
hopefully you can change that. But when you know, that's one thing I tell my son, my oldest son, is that, you know, you got to find that woman that's going to love you in the dirt and then love you, you know, in the mansion. She's got to be that player that's 100% behind you. And I honestly, after getting to know the two of y'all are a huge influence as far as couples go, because I see how you work. I see how strong you are. I see how strong Chantel is. I see how strong the personalities are of the other two.
You just said, ask Heather about her orange juice in her fridge.
Yeah.
She likes the HEB. I like to call it the head. Whatever.
The what?
Concentrate.
Okay, so I was giving y'all a compliment, but your shit sounds more interesting. So what are we talking about? See, Josh, they are in
Okay,
control.
hold on. Okay, you know the orange juice that comes in the little frozen orange juice, the concentrated
Yeah.
orange juice
Yeah.
Yeah,
that you add water to.
yeah.
What do you think about it?
Personally, I grew up on it because it was cheap, so I like it.
Great. Well, I absolutely love it. So I use that shit every Saturday. Hey, Kevin, you have actually drank it at my house every time you've stayed here.
I'm too addicted to the coffee, the Twinkie coffee. I can't help it.
Oh yeah, you love my coffee. My coffee is no comparison, but apparently my orange juice is.
So that are you mixing that with alcohol or something? That's
Yeah,
the
you on occasion.
gotta be on occasion.
I mean, you've been here, you know.
I know one thing: don't ever fucking step out of the truck and not say I'm getting out. I know that
Hey, just not get it on my side.
Exactly right. I mean, you got to worry about your husband. He does the same damn thing.
Well, what would you rather see, Kevin?
Truthfully,
His or hers?
hers all day long. But it's very odd when you step out and you're like, oh shit, you're peeing. Okay, well,
I'm a peon.
when she gets in the truck, she's an American. When she gets out of the truck, she's European. Anyway, okay.
You gotta go.
So now I want to ask you something, Chantal, because this is one of the coolest things that I've experienced and witnessed firsthand, because you hear a lot of people say, you know, a lot of these bikes aren't built to ride. You just can't ride them. One thing I do know is that blue and white bike of y'all ride the piss out of that bike. Y'all ride that bike if you're going to the grocery store. Y'all ride that bike.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy riding the bike with him all the time? Because he rides it everywhere.
Yep, I do. I love to ride. There is nothing like the wind in your hair and the sun in your face. There's something about riding. So you really can't take that away for sure. But yes, we build bikes because that's what a bike is for in the first place. You're supposed to ride it, right?
Amen.
Right. So we build them to ride them. You're able to ride them. And then, of course, people add things, you know, you want to get out, whatever. You can still ride the bitch, though. We've done it. We've done it in the Black Hills. We've done it all over the country. We ride it. And that's
Y'all
what
ride it all the time in Fort Worth. That's one of the biggest things that's impressed me about you and Louie is that y'all legitimately ride that bike everywhere.
Yes.
It's I didn't even know y'all owned a vehicle other than that big white truck and that bike. I was like, well, what else they own? They're always in those.
Vehicles. A lot of wheels.
Okay,
A lot of tires.
Yep, a lot of tires.
now on to Katie. So your husband's kind of a nutbag.
No,
Never.
I have witnessed him at his finest. I will tell you one thing about PJ. Him and Louie are like the same person because you can't tell what the hell they're thinking 1 minute. I mean, it's like they don't like you, and then the next minute they're your best flipping friend.
Yes.
right, Jeff Rollins.
Yes.
I have got to witness the way that PJ is. PJ is, I almost want to say he's fearless because he does stuff that you're like, dude, it's gonna break when you do that. You realize it, right? Fuck it. Let's just do it.
Yeah,
How do you
I definitely looking at the rat bikes that he has created. A lot of people say, they can't be ridden, they can't be this, they can't be that. They can. The Juanito bike, I personally rode in Galveston, and he wouldn't put me on anything that wasn't rideable. So,
Right.
He makes it safe for me. He makes it, good, and everything that he's built has pretty much been around me size wise,
Nice.
which I appreciate because I love riding like the 30 bikes, and it's been awesome. So, for all the haters, there's a lot of them out there.
Oh
But
yeah, I freaking love it because there's a good 10 or 15 builders out there that genuinely ride their shit everywhere they go.
yep.
But I will say this, Chantal and Louie, Curly and Lisa, it's hard. You're hard pressed to see them two couples not on their bikes. I was going to say, one of the first times I ever figured out who you were, Katie, you were on the seawall in Galveston on the rat bike. And I was like, who's that?
Yeah,
And
that was I was nervous for that one. It was longer than I had ever ridden. I don't know if PJ, I'm sure, will comment to tell you how long it is, but that was a long bench, but I could do it, and it was fun. I love riding our rat bikes, and it's great to be one of those girls that are on the bikes
Yeah.
and riding. So
okay, so now I have another question, and I know the answer from one of y'all, but I'm not going to say which one of y'all it's from, but I already know the answer. Which
Hold on,
one's
we need a break.
Another one.
true barber style.
Amen. I see that. I agree.
Yep.
So I know this. I know the answer one of the three of y'all is going to give. I'm not going to tell you which one of the three it is, but I'm going to ask the question for all three of y'all. Do you actually enjoy building the bikes with your husband?
No.
Ding, ding, ding. You're the winner.
No, I don't.
I already knew what your answer
I got
was.
too much other shit going
I'm
on.
not a big part of it, right? We've got work and
Right,
you
we
know,
all
you're
three
doing
have our
it
own.
too.
Yeah, we all three
So-
have our own jobs. So
Right, we're
I
doing
will
it.
disagree a
Little
little
bit?
bit. I really like to ride our rat bikes. It's cool, back in Milwaukee, riding the 30 and you're a girl. It's pretty
That is
awesome.
pretty
So
awesome.
I
enjoy
was kind of hands on in building my own bike before I realized it was not my own bike. But
I'm not really
True,
a part of
sold.
it.
Keyword there.
Right. But I mean now it's like, I got a real job. I got a fucking 9 to 5. So I don't have time to come home and meet you at 8 o'clock in the garage. I'm ready for bed at 8 o'clock.
Well, I just know one day one weekend that I was there, I was talking to Brian about it. And I don't know if he asked me or if I asked him, but we got on this subject, does your wife actually go in the garage and help you work on the bikes and stuff? And I told him, I said, yeah, Stacy has laid fiberglass. She's shaped foam. She's done a lot of stuff, cut patterns out. She's actually helped me do a lot of stuff over the years. Brian said, yeah, Heather used to help me
I did. I used
actually
to.
build bikes. So, and I didn't know if you ever helped Louis build, Chantal, and I didn't know if you actually helped PJ, Katie, but I knew Heather had helped build bikes. And one day it was just like, no, I'm not doing this shit no more. That's your job.
No.
I mean, there are many times where I'll be out at the shop and help the guys and I'll hold something or but I'm not a builder. Nope. I haven't been building with Louis anything.
The most I
Not
build
really.
is to my specs.
Oh,
So
yes,
yes.
I have
Wait,
definitely been
sit
on
on-
there like
sit
sit
on
on here
here.
and put your
Yes,
arms out.
Sit on here. Sit on here.
Which
Stretch your
I
legs.
love because at the
Yes.
end
Yes.
it fits me to ride.
Absolutely.
Or my
Absolutely.
opinions on colors.
Ooh,
They
colors,
ask
yeah.
about colors.
You
Those
don't have
are
a lot of
fun.
colors.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ended up in my bike.
Those
So
are fun.
that was fun.
So this is something right here. My wife is watching the show. So y'all, hello, Stacy. Thanks for watching.
Girl.
So she does, and she supports me in so many ways. What do you think is one of the biggest ways you support your husband that a lot of people would never even realize you're supporting him by doing it?
Dude, that's a hard question.
No, it's not like
Not really.
cooking him dinner and actually taking it out to him because he's out there so late he forgets,
I do.
or making him come in because he's got to get up so early the next day because he forgets stuff. Well, how do you? I know damn good and well you support him that
No,
he
that's
doesn't
not
know.
support, Kevin. Kevin, that's not
This-
support. That's common
That's a
sense.
daily.
That's common sense. That's like
Maybe
my everyday
just-
life. That's every day.
Let's just be real. These three guys have the best wives
Yes.
there ever have been.
They do.
We cook, we clean, we take care of kids
They don't worry about
because
anything.
we see the bigger picture.
Yep. And that's probably the
God
key.
dang it, Katie! Now I love you. Shit.
Right. I was like, no, I don't remind him. I'm like, babe, it's time for dinner. Eat it or not. It's gonna be cold. I
I
don't
will
know.
be here when you're ready.
Yeah. So
Rephrase your question.
I don't know how to. Why don't you rephrase it for me?
Can
Honestly,
you repeat your question?
my question was: is there basically is there any way that you feel like you support your husbands that goes unnoticed? That's basically what I was asking.
We're,
No.
we're there. We
I
do
mean,
all
I
the little
notice.
things.
I notice everything I do.
Right. We do all the little things that people just take for granted. You know, we do all the daily things. We just help with the rally stuff, whether we're, you know, signing people up for their shows or whatever.
Packing, unpacking.
There's lots of
whatever.
clothes
There's
involved
so many.
at all rallies.
But I think the biggest thing to answer your question would be, I would say, I just have to realize this is something Louis loves to do. And just like I have things that I love to do, and why not just be with somebody who lets you do what you love to do? And because you know what? That's way better than some other shit that I know other people are doing, right? So for me, it's easy in a way to offer that support because I know that is something he enjoys, that is something that he loves, that is something that he goes after. So the best way to show support and not even be noticed, and we're not really noticed, but is just to be there all the time. All the time.
That's awesome. That's a
Yeah.
great answer.
That is.
Because I do think
Brian was always mad. He's like, "Why do you not want to go to this show?" And I'm like, I got laundry to do.
Right.
I've got dinner to prepare. Like
Yeah,
I've got
but-
shit to do.
Yeah, we have 1,001 things to do, but we always make it happen for our husbands.
Right.
But we love it. I mean, that's
Right.
part of what we do.
well, I hope for the sake of the show and my friendships with these knuckleheads, I hope these guys really take you guys and appreciate y'all and actually say it. And I'm so glad I brought y'all on here tonight because my wife is commenting and I love it that she's on here watching. Y'all are, in my personal opinion, y'all just don't get thanked enough. And maybe Brian and PJ and Louis, maybe they do thank y'all. But I don't think I thank my wife enough for all of the stuff that you actually do.
do not. You probably do not.
No.
But I'm going to say it now. Thank you so much. I love you to death. I appreciate all you do for me, Stacy.
That's awesome.
You three are awesome. Y'all have started something tonight, whether you know it or not. Thank you, Heather.
Hold on. Hey, Brandon.
Thank you for
Hey,
having me.
Brandon. Absolutely. You're 100% right. Every time we load the trailer, I'd have to find every key to every motherfucking
Oh.
bike that was getting loaded in the trailer.
Don't talk about keys. I have
Hey,
nightmares.
they're half of them are in the goddamn washer because they're in his pocket and I
Yes.
didn't wash the laundry. So, Brandon's reminding me of those days where Brian calls me and is like, "Hey, do you know where the key to this bike is?"
All the keys, games, drugs, bikes.
Everything. Do you know how many times I've called a locksmith?
The
Yes.
walks to the
Been there, done
trailer.
that.
God damn it.
Okay, so we kind of skipped over something. What about the orange juice? You told me that you like the orange juice, but what is it about that orange juice?
You know the orange juice.
We have an assistant. She's bringing our orange juice.
Vanna White is
Oh,
bringing
please.
it. So Louis
Who's the assistant?
Hear this.
The assistant
Please,
is
she's
Lilia. She's coming shortly. Here she is.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Orange juice.
What does anybody know about this?
It's orange juice concentrate, right?
Yeah, what do you know about it?
I don't know anything about it. I haven't had them in forever.
Do you remember the last time you had it?
I would have to have been at your house, but I didn't open the container.
I know it was at my house when you had it.
It's the best orange juice.
The best.
For the
I mean,
real
I-
people in this world.
Apparently. Yeah. Thank you.
They paid us to do the commercial.
The Heb.
Yeah.
AKA
HEB paid us
HEB.
for that
They paid us
commercial.
for that commercial.
I feel like I'm missing something with the orange juice. There's got to be a bigger story behind it than that.
Probably
Just
are.
ask Louis.
Yeah.
Well, Louis making me ask you. Heather Barber, please tell us. Louis Bailey said please.
Shit. Kevin, was there anything wrong with my orange juice?
No.
Did it taste funny?
I mean, you drank it with vodka, but
Vodka killed the taste.
That brings back like 18 years.
not all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time. Anyway.
They want the story, Heather. They want the story.
I know. I know. I don't know.
HEB.
Apparently, my orange juice is cheap.
I don't know the story.
Apparently, it's the best orange juice ever, though.
I'm telling you, it is the best orange juice ever.
Chantel says no to the fireball shot.
Wait, were you saying no to the orange juice
To
or
the
the
fireball.
To the fireball.
No.
Because we were drinking Crown.
I know, but I like to switch it up. That cheap ass orange juice.
So much different things here at the Barber's Manor. The
So,
goats are outside. They're crying to be talked to. But that will be another day, Kevin. Another day.
stirring it.
Yep. Look, right there.
Stirring it.
You see
I
it?
saw it. Just that. Stirring it. Stirring it.
Stir the pot.
Stirring it.
It's what we do best.
That is my husband. 100.
You know, that's the biggest thing
This
is
motherfucker loves the pot.
is, you know, having
Love
a chill night and then you getting that on your phone and I'm like, Brian, what was that? Oh man, this guy and whatever fucking state disagreeing. Who gives a hell what he's disagreeing with? He doesn't know you. He doesn't have a clue who you are. Why do you give a fuck? Why are you gonna spend all night up arguing with this guy?
Women are smarter than men. That's probably why y'all live longer.
Yeah, it probably is.
I
Well,
don't know.
here's to this fireball
No,
shot
yes.
that Chantel will take because she's sleeping
I
at
think
my
I will.
house tonight. Or maybe on Kevin's little bed over
Oh
here.
wait, you only got like all 2 ounces of your
Yeah,
40
like 7 more beers to drink that I'm not gonna.
So, are you happy to be in Texas, Katie?
Yes, I am loving Texas
I
for
bless
sure.
Texas.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to re-interview you in August.
That's what I've heard, but look, Wisconsin has hot. It's hot and it's humid, so I think it will be about the same. But I know your duration is longer for sure. But I'm excited to be here. It's a nice change of pace and different scenery.
So all three of y'all are from up north, and now you're in Texas.
Kinda.
Well,
Chantal,
yeah.
10 years.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely going to have you guys back. This was a freaking great first one. I think now I'm going to actually try to write some questions because I know there's some shit that I forgot that I wanted to ask.
I didn't tell you to do this, but
I tried to. I literally tried to write some questions down, and everything I've asked you tonight was basically what I asked. I was afraid that if I wrote questions,
wrote my own questions for you.
well, where are they?
We are celebrities and all.
It would have
so-
been great. I would have asked you that. I would have asked questions that would have blown everybody away. You wanted to take this in your own hands, Kevin.
Okay, so watch this. I'm going to give you an opportunity. Give me one question that you would have asked that would have blown us away.
Okay.
On the spot.
Wait, just me? Just me?
Yeah, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
He just
All right,
said, no,
all right.
don't.
Can we take a commercial? Can we take a commercial break so I can come up with a really good one?
Commercial break.
Yeah, just text message it to me, and then I'll ask it. That way, it looks like I did it.
Kevin, you already told everybody it doesn't work that way.
Well, they don't know.
You know what? You know what? The biggest thing I thought you were going to ask us is how we handle being married to a bike builder and dealing with all the shows and the schedule and all of that. That's what I thought we were getting into tonight. And you didn't touch it.
Yeah, I did. I just asked little tiny bits and pieces of all three of those.
Well, like,
Baby
not,
size.
well, like, not really, but
We thought it was gonna be real serious,
Yeah.
like all the questions and. I
Oh
mean, we
no, y'all know me better than that. Y'all been watching the show for a while now. You actually, I think Heather and Brian have been watching literally for the entire time. It everybody's different. All three of y'all, I've seen all three of y'all in action at the shows, and all three of you act differently, but you all handle it the same. At the end of the night, you go home with your husband. What you do behind closed doors is beyond me. I don't know if you beat him, bars of soap and a sock and just beat the shit out of them. I don't know if you love them to death or if you just go to bed quietly. I don't know. I know one thing. It's hard for my old ass to hang out with y'all and your husbands to a certain time frame. Y'all,
It's hard to hang sometimes.
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell you
is.
that much.
It is.
well, I do know one thing. When it's time to go, it's just you look at your husband and you're like, it's time to go. And then they leave. They're gone.
Yes, there is no real warning. You just get on your bike and it's time to go.
Mhm. Well, I appreciate y'all, and I look forward to having y'all back on here again because y'all are the queens of this. It was
Brian,
Heather's.
hold on, Kevin.
Brian.
Brian says, what do the girls think about us watching the grind every Thursday night, no matter where we are at? Fuck my life.
I catch up on my shows.
Kevin, I have fucked you so many times in my head.
I try to go to bed because I work early. So
Hey, you know what? I believe you. I believe you so much because I know Brian does it on a regular basis.
Dude, Brayden
Fuck
and
that
Brian used
dude.
to go to the car. If we were out having dinner, they would go to the car and listen to you. And I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. Why is this even happening right now?
Can he change the day of the show? We've got plans.
yeah, can we have like Friday
I'm
or
like,
Saturday next time?
He says, let's do this. I said, oh, it's Thursday, babe. You sure you want to make plans on Thursday?
Amen. I get that. I've actually witnessed that. You sure you want to do that? Are you sure?
Right. I already know I can go to bed at 8 o'clock on Thursday nights.
Well,
Rude tomorrow.
I appreciate all three of you. I love you guys to death. Thank you so much for supporting your husbands so they could be the people they are. Thank you for being the people y'all are. I look forward to getting to know you, Katie, like I know Heather and Chantal now.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for a better group of people, including the three of y'all, to be a part of all three of your husbands' lives to the little degree that I am physically, not via the show or anything. They're great guys. All three of them have big hearts. They take care of everybody. I pray to God, but based off what y'all have said, I pray they take care of y'all better than they take care of everybody else, which I'm sure they do. And thank you for letting them go on Thursday so they can be a part of this shit show. I really appreciate it. And so all three of y'all, well, two of y'all are in the 2021 build off. Everybody wants to know, can Brian be in the next one?
Hell motherfucking no. Hell motherfucking no.
He said the next one.
Can you zoom in on me?
I
said
can't.
hell motherfucking no.
No more build offs for her.
Did you zoom in on that?
Oh, I already know.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
But somebody asked if he could
You
be in
want
the
to do
next
a
one.
boat build off? I'm a game as a motherfucker. No.
Huh.
No.
So she says a boat build off.
Oh, here
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
2022 boat build off.
Yeah. Nope.
I wouldn't even know where to start with some shit like that. But anyway,
I know.
I know y'all.
No.
I know one of y'all has to get up early and go to a job tomorrow. I don't know about the other two. Hopefully y'all do too. So I'm going to end this show. Is there anything y'all would like to say to everybody watching before we end this tonight?
Peace, love, and biker build off.
Yep. Thank you for having us.
All right, girls, y'all have a blessed night. Thank you so much for supporting me and your husbands. See y'all later.
Cheers.
Peace, love.
Okay, so there y'all go. So after tonight, I definitely have to say I got to do this again. So yeah, I'm a little sweaty, a little nervous. It was a great show. Thank you, Katie, Heather, and Chantal. I appreciate you very, 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 very much. Guys, please share the shit out of this video. The girls were great. And that's, let me reiterate, Katie Orlando from PJ's Garage, Chantal with Lucky 7, and Heather Barber with Sinners and Saints. That's who the three women were, and they all have something to do with Lucky 7 now. Just remember that. Anyway, y'all share the shit out of the video. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.